Hey, Shanna here. Welcome to my channel all about finding joy while learning to live well with autoimmunity. I am so glad to have you here. So today I'm going to be talking about finding gratitude with autoimmune disease. Is it even possible? What does it look like? And how and why to start a gratitude practice. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing one of my daily habits that helps me stay positive and find joy and gratitude as I live with Hashimoto's, with autoimmunity, even on my worst days. And that is a daily gratitude practice. I share how I started it, why I started it, what I struggled with, how it helped me, what a game changer it's been on my autoimmune journey, on my wellness journey, as well as what my daily gratitude practice looks like today. First off, how and why did I start a daily gratitude practice? So first off, let's tackle why I started it. This isn't going to be very pretty, but it is what it is. And I hope that by me sharing this, it helps you feel less alone. So I started my gratitude practice when I was about at my rock bottom. I was not feeling like myself anymore. I felt like my Hashimoto's, my autoimmune disease, had stolen the life that I once had. I felt consumed by the symptoms I was experiencing. It was just so hard for me to see past the physical sensations, and along with that, the emotional side as well. All of my fears. Along with those fears, I was also consumed by so many what ifs. It just felt like I always had what ifs running through my mind. I was just 36 at the time, and I would think, what if I never feel better? What if I feel this way for the rest of my life? What if my kids only remember seeing me as a mom who's sick on the couch, who's too sick to get out of bed? What if my husband leaves me because he can't handle this? What if I can't make the nutrition and lifestyle changes that I feel like I need to make in order to find wellness? What if I try to and I start feeling better and then I fail and I'm right back here again? What if the doctor's wrong and there's actually something worse wrong with me? What if I never feel better again? And it was one of those things where I knew I shouldn't be thinking those things. I knew that having those questions running through my mind, and I knew that wasn't healthy for me. I just felt so scared and like maybe there wasn't a way out. Even though I kept praying as I had prayed for years, even though I kept reading my scriptures and trying to rely on my faith, I still struggled with all of these things. I realized that I needed to retrain my brain and refocus my thoughts. I knew that there had to be a way to find gratitude with autoimmunity. I knew that there had to be a way to stay positive, to find joy, even with all of these. I didn't realize this was going to be so hard to talk about. I knew there had to be a way to stay positive and to find joy as I learned to live with autoimmunity, even if my body felt broken. So that's why I started my gratitude practice. Now, how did I start my gratitude practice? Really, really simple. And sometimes the simplest things are the things that we overlook and we think, how can that possibly help me? No, I don't think so, Shanna. That sounds too easy. It's easy, it's simple, try it. So what I did was I just started in the morning, taking a few minutes and thinking about the things I was grateful for and writing down at least 5 to 10 things I'm grateful for. And then taking a minute to feel that gratitude. Again, I know it sounds simple. I know it sounds so simple and it's so easy to just write off, but it really does make a difference. It really did help me to retrain my mind and to start to find gratitude even with autoimmunity, even though my body felt broken at the time. It really is amazing to me how just pausing in the morning, even during my rock bottom, and saying, all right, Shanna, all right, I know your body feels broken. I know you feel like you've lost the life that you once had. I know that you're scared. I know you don't know where your life's gonna go from here. I know that you're overwhelmed. I know that you're living through one of the hardest times in your life. But let's just stop a moment and think, what are you grateful for right this minute? And stopping and thinking, okay, what am I grateful for right this minute? And stopping and writing that down. So powerful, you guys. All right, so you may be thinking, all right, Shanna, that sounds good and all, but I'm not really seeing how that helped you. How it helped me was it really helped me to start to see past my horrible symptoms and to realize that there's more to life than autoimmunity, that I am not a victim, that I have blessings that I can be grateful for. I can find gratitude even with autoimmunity. Also, it really helped me start to retrain my thought process and to stop the cycle of focusing only on my symptoms or only on my fears, and to start to let some light back in and some positivity back in. And I will say it started very, very, very small at first, but that it grew in time. The funny thing also happened, even though this was just one little thing I would do in the morning, just a few minutes in the morning, it really started changing the rest of my day as well. It really opened me up to feeling and finding gratitude throughout the day as well, to recognizing blessings that I had been taking for granted. And again, that happened more and more and more in in time. So what else did my daily gratitude practice do for me? It also gave me hope. I felt empowered that if I could create this new one little habit that helped me so much, what other habits could I create that could also help me find gratitude with autoimmunity, find joy with autoimmunity, realize that I am not a victim, that this is happening for me. While I cannot control my diagnosis, while I cannot control that there is no cure, I can control what I eat, how I live, the way I think, and those things can start to feel like a cure in time. And even though overnight healing may not be in my cards, I can build these habits that can make a difference over time. Starting a daily gratitude practice was one of my first habits that I started even when I felt horrible. That helped me realize that I can rebuild my life into something beautiful. Yeah, maybe it won't look the way I thought it was going to. Maybe I was on a completely different path that I never planned on taking, that I didn't want to take, that I wanted nothing to do with. But what if I could pick up the pieces of my old life and rebuild it into something beautiful? And that's what I did. And you can do it too. No matter how negative you feel today, no matter if you feel all the things I was feeling, anger and bitterness and fear and overwhelm and exhaustion and just wanting to get away from it all. No matter how consumed you feel by your symptoms today, please know there is hope. There is a way through. There is a way past the negativity and the overwhelm and the fears. And it can start with something as simple as a daily gratitude practice, as learning, as training yourself to find gratitude even with autoimmunity. Even with your symptoms, even at your rock bottom, there are always things to be grateful for. So start simple and start today. Just take a few minutes, sit down and write 5 to 10 things that you are grateful for. And if you're like, well, Shanna, I don't really need to write it down. I'm just gonna think about it. I'm just gonna say it in my prayer. Please write it down. There's something so powerful about the act of getting out a piece of paper, getting out a journal, and making a list every single day. And in a month from now, you'll be able to look back and see 30 pages or 30 lists of things that you're grateful for. And one of the best parts, it is free. So many people spend so much money on trying to feel better, on trying to have a better attitude, trying to feel better physically. And sometimes we overlook the simple free things that we can do to improve our mindset, which can help us in turn create lifestyle and nutrition habits that also improve our health. So I invite you to give it a try. Please commit to sitting down and writing at least 5 things you're grateful for every morning this week. You can use a journal. I got these at Walmart for like $1.88, less than $2, and there's 200 pages. I do encourage you to keep your journal or your sheet of paper or whatever you're going to use on your nightstand with a pen. So that way, right when you wake up, you can pop up, sit in bed, and write down what you're grateful for first thing. And actually, a trick to developing new habits is to piggyback your new habit off of a habit you already have. So for example, if you wake up to an alarm every morning and you turn it off, that's a habit, right? To wake up and turn off your alarm. So then piggyback on that. As soon as you turn off your alarm, grab your journal, sit up and write down what you're grateful for. Or you could piggyback it off of brushing your teeth. We all hopefully brush our teeth in the morning, so keep your journal right by where your toothbrush is so that when you brush your teeth, you see your gratitude journal and you remember to just take a minute, write down 5 things that you're grateful for. It only takes a few minutes, and what do you have to lose versus what do you stand to gain? It is worth giving it a shot. Give it time. Please give it at least 2 weeks. So fast forward to today, where am I at with my gratitude practice? Where am I at with finding gratitude with autoimmunity? Now, years later, I can think of a number of reasons why I'm even grateful for the experience that I've had with autoimmunity. I've learned and I've grown and I've changed careers and I've connected with others in a way I never thought I would through my Hashimoto's, through my experience with autoimmunity. Not only am I so grateful for all of the blessings in my life, I'm so grateful for the way that I've learned and grown and changed through my experience with autoimmunity. Do I still do a gratitude practice? What does it look like? Yes, I still do one. So I actually use Start Today Journal. These are by Rachel Hollis. So the Start Today journals are not only for like a daily gratitude practice, but also for taking a moment to recognize your dreams and goals each day to kind of help you stay focused on the things that are most important to you. And at the beginning of every Start Today journal, she does walk you through the process that she used and how to think about what dreams you have. This isn't for autoimmunity or chronic illness, but it was really a blessing to me because I did let autoimmune disease steal my dreams and my goals. And so it was really helpful to have a process to help me get to dreaming again, help me get to setting goals again, and to each day focus on what's most important to me. So each day I basically just write down down what I'm grateful for, at least 5 things I'm grateful for. Sometimes I add extras in the margins too, because some days I just want to write down extra things I'm grateful for. And then I write down my 10 dreams that I'm working toward, and then also the goal that I'm going to work toward today. So I'll put a link if you are interested in learning more about these. You don't have to buy the journal. Rachel Hollis actually has a podcast episode where she walks you through this process, and you can just do it in like a spiral notebook or in like another journal that you buy. This is just something that I do as part of my morning routine. Over time, I developed a morning routine that really just helps me feel my best. It helps me stay positive, even during autoimmune flares, even during days where I'm not feeling as well. One of the hardest parts of finding gratitude with autoimmune disease and living with autoimmunity is the ups and downs of it, right? Sometimes we don't see those downs coming. Sometimes we think we're doing all the things, our nutrition's on point, and we're sleeping, and we're managing stress, and we're connecting with others, and we're moving our body, and we're staying positive. And then an autoimmune flare happens, and we're left thinking, what did I do this time? Like, I don't think I did anything wrong. Like, sometimes that just happens. Sometimes we find ourselves in a flare and it's not fun. And so my morning routine, which includes my daily gratitude practice, really helps me. Last but not least, please know that I am sending you so much love and support. This life with autoimmune disease is so hard. It can feel so frustrating and so lonely, and like nobody understands, and it can leave us feeling like we're trapped inside of a body that we don't recognize. It can feel so frustrating, and it can lead to feelings of bitterness and anger and just feeling completely alone. Please know that you're not alone. Please know that there is a way through the negativity and the darkness, and that there is a way to find joy and gratitude while living with autoimmunity. There's a way through the heartbreak and the broken dreams and the loneliness, and it starts with something as simple as a daily gratitude practice. I know it sounds silly and you may be rolling your eyes, but why not give it a try? I think you'll be glad you gave it a try. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment, let me know how you find gratitude while living with autoimmune disease. Please let me know how you started your gratitude practice. If you're gonna start your gratitude practice, if you're gonna start it today, please let me know. I'd love to hear. Even better yet, it'd be really fun if we all commented down below with 5 things that we're grateful for right now, right this minute. Please, while you're down there, please hit subscribe. I publish new videos every week. Keep in mind, finding joy while learning to live well with autoimmune disease is not easy. It is hard. So if it feels hard, you're doing it right. And please know it is worth every effort. I believe in you. You've got this.